Now here's a little informational thing for those of you who, like me, thought a refrigerator was just an auxiliary air conditioner, and an oven was something Neanderthals used before the invention of the microwave. Now there are some basic things you need to know in order to survive in a kitchen, so you may as well pay attention, because wherever you live, they're going to include one whether you use it or not. Now of course they're the basics, knives, forks, spoons, and there's some other things that are so basic you really should have them no matter what. Let me run down a list for you. Now you'd think pots and pans would be a no-brainer. Easy. Yeah, not so. Look at these directions and the picture they show. This is most definitely a picture of a pot. They call it a saucepan. I call this a saucepan. Why? Because it looks like a pan and it has high sides to keep sauce in. This looks like a pot. Is it any wonder most husbands are happy to be banned from the kitchen?
Well, if you feel that way, maybe you should be banned.
How do you always get in here? Look, if I am banned, then you're gonna have to do all this work, which illustrates my point perfectly. This is a blatant display of contempt for basic logic. A saucepan is a pan by definition. It's even in the name, not a pot. This is a pot, or is it a pan? Oh, right now I'm so confused I don't know. Now after you figure that out, and take your time, here's some things that are not confusing, and you will need. You'll need 1 or 2 mixing bowls for obvious reasons. You need a pot with a lid, but I'm not going there again. High-sided pan like this, again, with a lid, and a ceramic interior for effortless cleaning. You'll need a whisk, but frankly a fork will do the same job, and you don't have to spend more money, but, you know.
There's a difference. Fork, whisk. More air in whisk.
You know you're always right. Just go buy a whisk.
Don't forget your measuring spoons.
You'll need measuring cups and a liquid measure. You can get this glass Pyrex thing just about anywhere, and you only really need one cup measuring cup. If you can't estimate the other measurements in this thing, like 1/4 and 1/2, maybe you shouldn't even be in any kitchen. You're gonna need some nice knives for chopping and one of these things to keep them sharp. I like to sharpen mine before I use them all the time, and be careful about that. I almost lost my thumb going for a fly once. You'll need wooden implements or bamboo because they're cheaper, so you don't ruin your ceramic pan lining. Now gourmets will tell you to use these things because you don't want to impart a metallic taste to your food. Now personally, I can't taste it, but I know somebody who can. You're gonna need a glass Pyrex baking dish. Very versatile, you can buy it at your grocery store. But you gotta be careful, it's not size adjustable like this metal roasting pan. You'll also need a box of 1-gallon Ziplocs, you know, in case you want to shove your pork loin in and rub it around a bit.
Unless suggestive use might be just storage.
Oh, Mom, you never let me have any fun. You're gonna need a cutting board, but get 2, one for meat and poultry, and keep it separate from the one for vegetables. Otherwise, you're gonna have salmonella creeping in. And that's one dinner guest you don't want. You'll need dishwashing soap and a sponge because you gotta clean this mess up. Oh yeah, and a cheese grater. After that, you add things one by one as you need them. Like if something calls for zest, you get yourself a zester. Or like Tina, you can use your cheese grater, but that thing is pretty unwieldy, and sooner or later, you're gonna rip the tips of your fingers right off. So there you go. You got these things, you can cook. So go cook.